Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again to another Paladins video. Today we're going to be playing some more 1.6. Today we're going to be playing some Talus with his new skin and in his new modified state, which I'm like 99% sure will go through to life. So he's been buffed, his range on his weapon has been increased so that you shouldn't deal like 13 damage at a range, because that was ridiculous. I think I complained about it in my last Talus video, so saying that that's changed. That's really cool. His new skin is also really cool, but they also buffed his ultimate so it doesn't knock them back as far, so you can get the combo with your punch and your basic attacks to work better. Overall, just two little nice things that he's been buffed with, and also a really cool skin. I'm a bit upset with the name. They didn't really give him anything, you know, too crazy. It's just called Trick or Treat. I was hoping it would have a specific name, like Dino Boy or something. I have no idea what you'd call it. He's like a dinosaur, but he has wings and a tail, and then he has a weapon, which is my favorite weapon in all of Paladins, without a single doubt. I don't know how many games could pull off a skin that looks like this. Probably not all that many, but at the same time, it fits him so damn well because of his personality. And another thing I want to point out, because a lot of you guys were telling me this on Twitter in the comments of my last video, they actually updated a bunch of shaders for older characters and other characters that they didn't mention whatsoever in the patch notes. The main example, which stands out the most to me, and there's also a couple others, Grover got his new skin, like, buffed the fuck up. Like, that looks absolutely fantastic now. Whoever had the idea to upgrade the shaders so that metallic textures and stuff look better, you deserve some form of raise, because Grover now looks like a really cool skin. This still looked good before, but now it looks even better. The one that sticks out the most is Khan, not the skinned version of Khan, default Khan. If we go ahead and switch to him here, that is just ridiculously cool. It's reflective, it's got nice textures going on. Don't know how this will look if you don't run on like high settings and stuff, but I haven't noticed any sort of performance hit so far. But yeah, we're playing Talus today. That was a very long intro, and if you're wondering why I had Deserter at the start, it's because I just got kicked from my last game, and I don't know why. I think it's because two people tried to pick the same character. I was going for Talus and somebody else picked Talus, and then we both had Talus in the menu, and then he got kicked and I got kicked, and it showed him as being the person who had left the lobby, and it showed me as the person who had left from the lobby, even though all we did was pick the same character twice. Don't know what it was. I didn't do it intentionally. I had somebody message me and complain that I was a bitch for basically leaving because he had picked Dredged, even though I've already recorded a Dredge video by the time you're watching this video. I made that one like 6 or 7 hours ago, so I wasn't even trying to get Dredge. I was just trying to play Talus, and I didn't think he was that highly requested, but apparently two of us tried to pick him at the same time, and that just completely messed stuff up. Hopefully this queue doesn't take too long. There is one downside to this skin. There goes the queue. It just popped. That's a new Vivian one, and that's a new one there as well. Let's make sure we get Talus. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't crash. It seems fine. I don't know what happened last time. I love the fact that his eyes just go in other directions because they're not meant to be his real eyes, although it seems like they are sometimes. I don't understand exactly how it works. It's clearly like a suit because he has a zip, but he has a different voice pack, so it's a different person. I don't really like the voice pack. That was what I was trying to say before the queue popped. I don't like the voice pack that much. It's just a tad too whiny for me. I guess that's what they're going for. He's meant to be like an annoying kid, right? But I don't know. I don't like it all that much. I wish it was a little bit less like over the top, I suppose. I think most people will like it. If you're paying for a skin, then obviously you want to have a cool voice pack to accompany it, but personally it doesn't sit with me all that well, or it doesn't sit with me as good as it could, I suppose. We've got a Cassie, we've got an Inara with the new metallic skin that I showed off in the first video I covered on 1.6. We've also got a Grok and a Dredge. Shout out to Overwatch. It's kind of funny that nobody picked Dredge for a while. Like he was like, anybody want Dredge? I do, thanks. Like, actually people are being really respectful so far in 1.6, which is a thing I don't always see on the PTS, but people are actually like, hey, do you want Dredge? And people ask, and then sometimes it changes. It's kind of cool. It doesn't always happen, but I feel like we've had enough PTS cycles now where people kind of know how it works. Don't pick Dredge if you've played him like 10 times already. That's a bit of a dick move. Anyway, legendary card, just standard stuff we're doing today with Talus, just mainly showing off the skin and the new changes. So we're going to go for inner strength so that we can reset the cooldown of overcharge and blitz upper, because it also, you know, gives us 20% damage reduction and a complete cooldown reset. So why wouldn't we grab this? Don't know why you'd grab this. Don't know why you'd grab this, although I've picked that sometimes. And also, nothing personal can work well on the bigger maps. Personally, inner strength is my favorite by far. They have Grover as a healer, and Moji is a bit of an off healer, so we don't really need to pick the anti-heal version. We can pick the standard one, which has max level guts, max level perseverance, last remnant, primeval, might level 3, and revitalize. Really like this. I haven't actually seen this weapon for myself, so I have no idea what this is like. Let me just test it out, I guess. I knew that the eyes moved because I saw it on the PTS show, but I didn't realize it had purple effects when I saw it. I don't know why, but I just missed out on the fact that it had purple effects and different than usual Talus things happening, so I really, really like it. The skin looks really, really cool, obviously, but I didn't realize the weapon would look that good. Let's just get some good shots going. There we go. Thank you for the first blood. Let's get that reset. I punched into the fucking wall. Apparently, instead of dashing behind cover, I punched into a wall like a complete idiot there. You'll see this happen. There you go. I punched into a wall. Great. That's exactly how I want my first death to go with this skin, is punching into a wall. I guess it kind of suits the way the skin looks, but that's kind of annoying. They have a Talus too, so I guess there are a decent amount of people who are trying to pick him. Let's teleport back real quick. There we go. This skin does cover up a little bit more of my screen, but it isn't too bad. I honestly was expecting it to be quite a bit worse, but it really isn't all that bad. Can I kill you? There we go. Triple. Please let that be top player. Let's get a cheeky emote going. Bang. There we go. Hopefully that's top player, or else I'm just going to seem like an idiot. Really like the weapon, though. Let me just go ahead and drop you an inspect. Oh my god, it's so fucking detailed. Holy shit. They really have upped their game. 1.6 is just a crazy motherfucking patch, and I absolutely love the fact that Evil Mojo / Hi-Rez have put so much damn work into this. Honestly, this could have been a patch just like 1.5, but they were just like, balls to the wall, let's make this a fantastic patch, and I feel like they've done a great job with it. I'm probably going to die. I do want to point out one thing real quick, because the weapon isn't annoying me whatsoever. It's actually kind of nice because it's very easy to tell how much of the screen that weapon is covering up, but the thing that's actually annoying me is a little thing he has on his arm to the left of him when you do your punch. It actually covers up like the whole left side of my screen, and it's kind of annoying. The whole left / middle side whenever I do my punch. The little thing he has on his arm, I'll zoom in now in post to show you what I mean, but basically when I do the punch, that covers up like my entire screen, and it makes it very hard to see what's going on, and that's already kind of a problem considering that punch is like a dash kinda. Let's just hold left click. Let's get rid of this freaking Grover. That's not a Grover, that's a I can't even remember. It's a drug, guys. Oh my god, I'm so bad with names, seriously. Let's check the ult out, because that's like the main change. I have noticed the weapon drop off difference a little bit. It does seem like I can do a bit more damage at like medium long range. It's kind of nice. I didn't really think I'd notice it all that much because they didn't give any specific numbers, so I didn't know what to expect, but it's actually a pretty big noticeable difference considering I've noticed it already. I do play a decent amount of Talus, so maybe that's why, but I didn't think it would be noticeable, and I can already tell that they've changed it. I don't really know how to explain it. The only way I can think to explain it is there's scenarios where I feel like I used to deal like 50 to 40 damage, where now I deal like 70, 80, which is a pretty big change if you really think about it. That's a lot more damage output than you would usually have. Let's just outplay the enemy Talus real quick. Get fucked, my good sir. Let's just keep holding down that fire button. I really like this weapon, and the purple effects on it are really cool. The only thing that's fucking me up is that Grover. Yeah, surprisingly noticeable differences to Talus, and the weapon, like I said, is just a complete flip on what Talus usually looks like. And I was saying, is my voice annoying? I haven't really been able to tell because I've been talking a decent amount, but my one is, listen, we'll take a quick listen. Look, here we go. Actually, now that I listen to it a little bit more, it isn't as annoying as I remember it being on the patch notes show. So I retract the thing I said at the start of this video where I thought the voice was really, really annoying. It actually isn't that bad in the VGS stuff, so I retract what I said. It's actually not really that annoying. It's just slightly higher pitched. So yeah, I definitely retract that because I remembered it being more annoying than it actually is for some reason. What is going on this game? Oh my god, Dredge is a very annoying person to play against as Talus. Obviously, he gets completely screwed by that little right-click thing he has, which is no fun to go against, but my god, that damage drop-off change is so noticeable. I can't really explain it, but if you play a lot of Talus, you will 100% notice this change. I wasn't expecting it to be like that, but it definitely is. Medium range is where you notice the biggest difference. Obviously, I'm finding it very hard to explain what I mean, but basically at close range it's the exact same, but that medium to long and extra long, the curve feels much smoother, and it feels like it makes a lot more sense, whereas before it felt like I could go from 100 damage a shot, or nearly 100 damage a shot, to like 30 very, very quickly, whereas now it feels like it goes pretty evenly, like from 100 then to like 50, 60, and then down to like the minimum. But I haven't actually dealt less than 50 a shot so far this game, which is a first for a Talus. Let's go ahead and kill him. There we go. He's pretty damn low. That was a free kill. Let's get Dredge gone. We should actually be able to counter him. Kind of hard if I flank him. The only thing is, if I go for him head on, he's going to win that fight 100% of the damn time, unless I'm just super accurate. Managed to recover the point though. 2-1. I'll take that. Look at that. 46 damage instead of the usual you'd get. And at this range, it's like 100. Holy shit. This is a big change change for Talus. I honestly really wasn't expecting to notice it, but there you go. That's the new Talus. Actually wasn't expecting it to be like that at all. I've said that a ton, but it's actually caught me by surprise. Was expecting this to be such a small change, and it's absolutely huge. Like, genuinely, this makes a big difference for Talus, because your damage output at that medium range is going to be so much higher than it used to be. Let's just try and not die here. I'm inevitably going to, because I have like 300 health. But I tried to hang on for as long as I could. Keep it going. If we can keep this, and this will be an in-the-bag game. I still want them to adjust the punch a little bit, but I'm not really that bothered about it now that they've changed this. This is like a much bigger change than the punch was, in my opinion. The punch nerf kind of sucked, but the fact that they've now buffed his actual damage range kind of counters that for me, personally. I'm not that bothered about the punch now that we have this. It's a way more important change to me. Let's just kill her. There we go. Our Dredge is doing a pretty damn good job. I haven't really been saying his name all that much because I keep fucking forgetting what it is, but so far this game's gone really well. This definitely moves him up personally for me in my tier list of like flankers that I want to play, and it makes him pretty damn good in a lot more situations where before he wasn't performing all that well. I really do want him to change the punch again because the animation for me doesn't line up and I find it to be really clunky. Let's just shred them. Sure, let's just go for it. Talus, what is you doing, my guy? This is not a scenario you want to fight in. I'm a pro level Talus, you see. JK, I just, for some reason was able to outplay him. They have no idea what just happened. Let's get cheeky reload. Let's finish him off. There we go. What's popping? Do we want to pull an ult out here? Drogos is the only one alive. Of course I don't want to pull out an ult. That'd be a terrible idea. Should we just ult them? Should I do this? Is this a play I really want to make? Do we do it? I don't know. Let's just plop that F down. Let's go in. Sure. What's popping? I am out of there. Jesus Christ. That was not a situation I wanted to be in for much longer. Do we ult? Do we ult to keep him off? I don't know. I think there's some people here on my right. No, there's not. Oh, Emoji. Yeah, there is. There we go. She's gone. Let's ult. Dredge, that was not what I wanted to do. That was a terrible idea. Why did I think that was good? He can deal 850 per nade. I underestimated the power of Dredge for a second there. I hit him, he just looked at me and hit left click. Either way, we got a win. That was surprising. Actually was expecting to have lost that game, but my team came through pretty clutch. Who's got top play? Oh, it's fucking me as well. He's a little bit too short for that top play screen. But that should be adjusted a little bit down, but that's fine. You can see his face and his weapon in full glory. So this is just me making like a below average flank. That kind of worked out because I was taking them out one by one. We got the Moji, we got the Grover, then we went ahead and finished off the Drogos, and I put a cheeky spray and Nemo, and they both showed at the top play. Nice. So if we go ahead and check out the stats, I did not have top damage, but I wasn't really expecting to have top damage. I'm a Talus, he doesn't usually get top damage unless you play very aggressively, and I was taking it a little bit easy because I was trying to personally take note of all the stuff that was different from the way I played him in 1.5. Drogos beat us out. We did do way better than their Talus though, and then our Cassie beat us out too. Aranara did pretty good, Cassie did pretty good, Dredge didn't do that well, he underperformed a little bit, but I guess that was one of his first games with him, so that's obviously an exception. Our Grok did pretty good, it was in place with the enemy Grover with heals and damage. Their Dredge also underperformed. That's really, really weird. Both of the Dredges that game did worse than most of the other Dredges I've played with so far on the PTS, so that's something I guess I could point out there. Moji had a pretty tough time. We were really ruining her most of those fights. I feel like Talus v Moji, Talus usually wins. Their Drogos was wreaking havoc, judging by his stats, but I didn't really notice him being too much trouble. Dredge was the most annoying for me because he can kill me in 3 hits. The Drogos can as well, but I feel like I have a little bit more leeway because he's in the air and I can move around a little bit. I don't know. The Drogos just didn't seem like he was too much trouble, and their Talus definitely got screwed a little bit. I feel like I did fine. I had a decent amount of deaths, but I also had a ton of kills, so I feel like I made up for it. Really, really like this skin. It's one of my favorites in a good while. Specifically the weapon. The weapon just stands out as being really, really unique, and I really do like it. The effects on it are really, really nice too. The effects with his F and his punch are good, other than this little piece of his arm covering up so much of my screen. I'm probably going to be fine with it once I play with it for like 2 or 3 times, because this is now going to be the skin I use alongside the Oni one, but it is a little bit annoying because it does take up a little bit more of the screen, which I didn't really want to have to deal with, but I'm just complaining about basically nothing. This change makes a freaking big difference. Honestly, I noticed it straight away. As soon as I was in like the first or second fight, I felt like, oh, I can actually deal like meaningful damage at a medium range. And even though Jaguar Falls isn't a long map, it isn't ridiculously big. It's not like a Snowfall Junction where you're fighting at long ranges quite a lot. It's quite a compact map. I felt like when people were out of my punch range, I still dealt pretty damn good damage. You deal 110, and I feel like for most of that game, I was dealing between like 90 and like 65 for most of it. And when I'm close, obviously I'm dealing 110. But before, it felt like once somebody was out of your punch range, your damage drop-off was very, very severe. Like, for example, TDM Trade District, if somebody's on the other side of like that part that you can fall in, I felt like like I was dealing 30 per shot, and I feel like now I'd probably deal closer to like 60, which is a big difference. That's literally doubling your damage. Maybe I'm just making a big deal out of nothing. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below, of course. Do you like the new updates with Talus? Do you like Dredge? Do you like this skin? Let me know your thoughts. Do you think they should adjust his punch? I want to know. Do you think personally Talus's punch should be reverted kind of similarly to how it was before? It was a little bit too wide, but now it's, I think a lot of the time I feel like I swing and I don't hit when I should. I don't know. They adjusted Andro's one 2 times, so maybe they'll do the same thing with Talus, even though I think they've already adjusted it twice. I can't really remember. But either way, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have been dropping on the videos. Specifically, if you watched till this far in the video, you're a real MVP, but the support has been absolutely mental, and I really, really do appreciate it. I'm nearly like completely healed now. I'm like 95% feeling good. I still have a bit of a fucked up nose and eye occasionally, but I'm feeling pretty damn good currently. By the time you watch this, I can nearly guarantee I'll be 100% fine. But thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. See you all very soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next, and as always, stay frosty. That was a majestic outro that flowed so damn well. I'm quite proud of myself, and I kind of ruined it by doing this now, but I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going now. Peace.